Welcome everyone to the city of pearls as we await another crackling encounter between Sreenidi Deccan Football Club and Rajasthan United FC. The picturesque Deccan Arena is going to be the epicenter of all this relentless action. This will be a chance for Sreenidi Deccan to try and inch closer to the top position. However, it's still a very difficult task. They will have to climb a mountain, goes without saying, of course. Rajasthan United had a bit of a shaky start to the tournament, but then was quick to gain traction and eventually climb the rungs of the ladder. Not exactly in a very promising position, if we may say. They are currently at the 8th spot, wherein Sreenidi Deccan in the 2nd. Yesterday, Mohammedan Sporting has dropped points all right, which means Sreenidi Deccan will have some space to make up. If they are able to secure full points in today's fixture, then just one step closer. Well, there you go, the dressing room for Sreenidi Deccan, of course. Big names in the lineup, and they will be managed by another big name as well. As the players head out to the center, we'll quickly hear out what their coach had to say.
From a commanding position to drawing, can you talk us through the final 10 minutes against Churchill?
Yeah, everything was good till the 80th minute. I think it's a part of the game. We have to accept it. I think in the last 10 minutes we lacked that focus in the game. I think that's why we considered the goal. But it happens. Like, we have to accept it, and in the upcoming match we have to improve on this also.
Okay. And how was the dressing room's atmosphere after the last result?
Obviously, it was not good. Like, you can feel like you're winning, and suddenly you drew the game and you lose the point. So the dressing room was not that good atmosphere, but we have to carry on. This is not our last game or not the first game. The games are there, and we still have the hopes are still there. The possibilities are left, but the hopes are there still there for the championship.
Okay, and it was a close game last time around against Rajasthan. So are you expecting a similar matchup today?
Yeah, I think they are a good side. They've been doing well. Like I said, last 5 matches they've done pretty well. So I think for them also it's an important match to climb the table.
Okay, so thank you so much, coach, and all the very best for the game.
Thank you.
An important match to climb the table is what he had to say. Rajasthan United Football Club, after, as I mentioned, it was a slightly sloppy start, but then they were quick to garner pace, garner momentum, and eventually climb up to that 8th position of the points table. Pushpender Kundu will be pretty happy with how things have proceeded. They have got a few eminent names in their lineup, of course, and Pushpender Kundu will have his eyes set on this priced class. Possible opportunity for them to create an upset and open up another window of opportunity for Mohammedan Sporting to try and seal the league. Well, all of it would happen later, but at the moment, let's quickly hear what Pushpender Kundu had to say.
Were you disappointed with the results against Namdari?
No, it's been a process, and you can't win every match, and it's happened with every team. Every coach and every team will try to give their best, and sometimes it happens the results not comes in your favor.
And what will be your aim for the final 2 matches?
Yes, our aim that as we are in the comfortable position that we don't have any threat for relegation, so I'll try to give maximum chance to the youngster and the players who don't get a chance throughout the season. So this is our main target for the season, remaining season.
Okay, and what kind of a game are you expecting today against Sreenidi?
Yes, Sreenidi is always be a good side, and my good friend Mr. Pinto is doing a lot of hard work, and he's coached really well for the team, and still they have a chance to get the promotion to the ISL. And yes, we always when we have the match against Sreenidi, so it will be always be a very tense match, good intensity, and we'll have a same kind of game today.
Well, good intensity and a lot to play for, of course. The confidence in the voice of Mr. Kundu was absolutely palpable. Well, as we talk about Sreenidi Deccan, They could have been in a better position had the opportunity, had a 2-0 cushion against Churchill Brothers, but then went on to concede 2 late goals to eventually split points with the Red Machines. It's going to be interesting to see who are the ones who will be starting for the Deccan Warriors, and it looks like Albino Gomez has been given another chance under the sticks. Jagdeep, Elisabia, Gurmukh and Abhishek in the defence. Vanlal, Remdika, Faisal Shaiste and Maya in the midfield, and a 3-man forward line, William, Hassan and Ramoya. And their counterparts, Rajasthan United, will also be fielding their strongest 11. And to tell you further about this contest and about the strengths and vulnerabilities of Rajasthan United, joining me in the commentary box is Bhashwar Ghosh.
Thank you, Rohit, and a very good afternoon to all the viewers. Of course, Rajasthan United, as we heard from Pushpender Kundu, are very eager to pull up an upset against Sreenidi Deccan, and they will be doing their best. They've always been a confident side, especially in terms of what their approach has been before stepping on the pitch. It's a matter of following the plan and making sure they do the things right. There's the lineup for Rajasthan United. Sachin Jha and Cole Verito gets a start in the right full-back position. Surajit Negi, left full-back. Nam and Jefferson playing centre-backs. Chunga and Siddharth out wide with Soma, Yash Raghav central, and Denzel up front leading the strike. Such a goal-scoring machine. We have talked about others as well. We'll get back to it, but today's match officials, Jamal Muhammad, along with assistant referees Alim Basha and Springson Wahengbam, fourth official Ashish Tiwari. But getting back to the point about top goal scorers, we have talked about the likes of Eddie Hernandez, Alex Sanchez, but this man, underrated machine up front, 14 goals so far in the season from Denzel.
Well, since you talked about Denzel Washington, do not forget to keep your, do not forget the name of Yash Tripathi either. He's another explosive midfielder, had a hat-trick to kickstart the scoring charts for Rajasthan United against Delhi FC. Was slightly unfortunate, however, but then truth be told, in a marathon league like this, it's more like snakes and ladder. One fine day you will be climbing right up to the top, and there you go, the standings. Real Kashmir currently in the second position, but Sreenidi Deccan will have a chance to go further, possibly log another 3 points and move on to that 43 points mark, which will bring them closer to table toppers Mohammedan Sporting and give them a slender chance of closing in. But what will be the final fate? No one knows, because this league, it's full of twists and turns, it's full of thrillers and drama, and most importantly, it's full of some hyper pulsating action.
Well, of course, and the two captains there on your screen, Jefferson Oliveira, along with Mike Anand there leading the side. It'll be very, very crucial a role which Mike Anand will play in the center of the park. Of course, it depends a lot on how they control the midfield. And we've seen time and again in the past how that has made a difference. One team which gets the control of the midfield can really dictate and take the game to their own hands.
A lot will have to be talked about, particularly given the current standings of the two sides. Of course, Sreenidi Deccan in the second position. We can keep on talking and talking about the points table, about the top half of the points table. But then you've also got to talk about Rajasthan United. They are currently in the 8th position, moved on to 25 points, have secured 6 wins and 7 draws, possibly have slumped down to 8 straight defeats. But then you've got to give them the credit where it is due. Of course, the likes of Denzel Washington, apologies, it's Richardson Denzel. He will be there taking place, he will be there taking shape. And of course the likes of Surajit Singh, and then Nam Nongklo is going to be a bigger name. And as we go, we are underway here at the Deccan Arena. and it is going to be another mouth-watering clash. Last night, it was an absolute thriller heading down the wire, and from there on, it's a tremendous turnaround. And let's see if Sreenidi Deccan can go ahead and exploit Mohammedan Sporting dropping points.
Well, of course, and that is one thing they have to do, because the only thing which is in their minds at the moment, I would say, is win all the remaining games. That is the only way for Sreenidi Deccan. And if they lose out, it'll be trouble. And Mohammedan will really have a massive upper hand. Somewhat decisive a game. And we'll find out soon which team manages to get all the 3 points. Rajasthan wouldn't let it go easy. That is one thing for sure. We have seen from the teams in the bottom half of the table at this stage of the league. Nothing to lose. Just go for all 3 points.
Of course, nothing to lose, as you say, but then in football, every single game creates a significant difference. Every single game has a crucial impact on the points table, but more importantly on the confidence, on the body language of the two sides. And since we are already a couple of minutes into the game, it looks like at the moment, just to give you all a quick confirmation, heading all the way from the right to the left, dressed in their signature orange, are the Deccan Warriors, the home side, and that is Sreenidi Deccan, and attacking on the frame from the left to the right, dressed in their away whites, is Rajasthan United Football Club. So a lot of football can happen between these two teams, and they will certainly, this can be an opportunity coming in close there. However, Rajasthan United doing well to keep things at bay at the moment. Sreenidi Deccan though still knocking on the doors, and at any point in time they can just sneak one through. They have this knack of scoring that early goal. That is what sets them apart. That is what has been their USP, their assignment ever since this tournament has started.
And that's a bit of a nickel there for Verito. Mohit Singh has been very solid in that right full back position. And there's a clash. It wasn't really a clash, I would say. Oh, there it is on the second occasion. A little bit of a high foot, not intentional, but just catching Verito. And now some pressure on Sachin Jha. The last time they met, it was a 2-1 win for Sreenidi Deccan. And unfortunate enough, there was an own goal from Sachin Jha. And here's a chance. Rilvan Hassan towards the far post. And still on for Sreenidi. And the attack continues from the right flank. One more cross. And a better chance, I would say. But a poor attempt. Should have really done better. Rilvan Hassan always shows promise on the pitch.
And Sreenidi Deccan, they have really forged an extraordinary attacking unit, if we may say, from the very likes of William Oliveira to Faisal Shaiste. The way Faisal Shaiste has been the fulcrum out there in their midfield, somewhat have acted as the life and blood of that midfield, helped them to operate around him. And then he has been very wonderfully supported by the likes of Brandon, the likes of Rilwan, of course. Rajasthan United will have to keep their guards up high, will have to keep their eyes on the ball. They will not have the opportunity of breathing a sigh of relief until that final whistle, if they are to cause an upset here. But then knowing Sreenidi Deccan, it is not going to be a walk in the park. And even if it is a walk in the park, that park is nothing less than a Jurassic one.
Oh, indeed. And here's one more chance. They would want to look the beasts and take the points in every single game now on. But the road only gets tougher. And here's Faisal. Takes it to the right. Oh, that's a cheap giveaway. We have seen that in the past as well. Rajasthan United on the counter can be very, very dangerous. clinically stop that attack. Not often we see such kind of a miss pass from Faisal Sheste.
Well, a lot is happening already. Rajasthan United, they will possibly try to get that opening there. At the moment, however, Rajasthan United are more on the defensive front, weathering a bit of early storm there. Sreenidi Deccan building from the back, just trying to keep things under control. Now that's a lovely delivery. This can be a brilliant chance if he can latch on to that. Cross comes in from the left and denied. Verito stepping up to the task. And what an extraordinary run, to be honest, from Brandon there. And this is why Brandon is so menacing. It's a first corner for sure, but it looks like Verito has gone down once again. And these aren't good signs at all. We are just starting up, and this is the second time Verito has gone down. Chunga with a bit of banter as well.
Yeah, of course, they have a plan in mind, and always difficult when you have such injuries. Amritpal Singh is the defensive option. They have Novin Gurung, who is very experienced and a quality fullback over the years, has proven his worth. Well, we'll find out if he can continue. And he'll look to continue. He needs to continue for Rajasthan United to get some positive result here. But right now it is time for a corner, and Brandon Vanlalramtika is standing on it. He has got the champion's luck in him, has won the I-League once. But this time, even though possible, the road is very, very tough. Can he make the initiation here? Brandon with the corner towards the center. The header just over. It was none other than Romaria at the end of things. One of the most happening players on the pitch every time.
A little knock on the doors, if we may say rather. And this is how Sreenidi Deccan keeps on growing in the game. They take their time. Oh, that's a poor bit of defensive work. That's the opening goal. William Alves de Oliveira has opened the scoring, drawn first blood for the Deccan Warriors. Sreenidi Deccan surges ahead, and Rajasthan United already with a mountain to climb. No clue whatsoever for Sachin Jha. Half-hearted advancement, the defense was left clueless at the Oceans, and William Oliveira, he doesn't miss many.
And that is poor from Rajasthan United. A very, very sloppy defensive work, and the 7th for the number 7 in the season. And William Oliveira gets his double over Sreenidi too. Scored in the last meeting against Rajasthan. And he has done the damage here again. Has a habit of scoring now in the I-League. It took his time to settle down, took his time to get into goals, but now that he has, he looks very much always in the groove. Elisabia to Kurmuk, and now Sreenidi will be a more relieved side. Always in such matches, if you get the early goal, it is a very big advantage to your mental aspect of the game, where you can now take the game at your own pace. Of course, get more goals, but that scare, that pressure is a bit less.
We were talking about one of the major things that Sreenidi Deccan has usually done is get that goal up front. Because when you get that goal up front, you can play with a lot open brand of football. It allows you to kind of express yourself. You know that you have that cushion, which means your opposition will have to press with more urgency. When that comes into the play, I reckon it's slightly easier as well. But then the gentry of football that we have witnessed from Sreenidi Deccan, it's just extraordinary. Faisal Shayeste kind of toying with the possession there. Keeps it away from Rajasthan United. All the way back. Now stepping forward, a bit of resistance there against Abhishek Ambekar. Again, a big name in Indian football. Abhishek Ambekar has played for renowned sides, was a part of Mohun Bagan at one point in time. Gurmukh on the ball. Gurmukh plays it further forward. But he's in touch. A bit of a fumble there by William, who's dropped deep now to get hold of possession.
You were talking about Abhishek Ambekar so well. A few champions in the side here with Sreenidi. They themselves have built a champion side, but then if you look at the individuals, Brandon having won the I-League, and that's a brilliant run from Romavia. Meanwhile, Brandon again. Another cross in. Romavia couldn't control. Just behind him. And Abhishek Ambekar trying to just head it towards Relvan Hassan. Not quite possible. But against all the odds, all the big names and all those championship hopes for Sreenidi Deccan, there's one man to watch out for in this Rajasthan setup. The number 17 on the front of his screen, Lalnun Chunga. Watch out for him. Chungnunga rather. Watch out. He is a very, very special young lad. 5 goals and 5 assists in the season already.
One of the key players, one of the key components of this Rajasthan United setup. Of course, this hasn't been a great start, a great opening for them in the I-League, but then when you know that you are going to be a part of next year's tournament as well, what you tend to do is you start building around a few players. You select, you keep your eyes on the core, and then you start revolving your team around that core. Ensure the fact that whatever amendments are needed, you start plugging them in, you start bringing in the proper replacements, and then accordingly go forward with that. And I think Chunga should be one of the leading players. Once again, I think the defense today for Rajasthan United has been extremely shaky, and that is where William Oliveira found the back of the net in the first place, because it wasn't that he created that. He just had his eyes on the ball, he had his poaching predatory instincts on, and one defensive lapse, and there you go, boom, back into the back of the net.
But that has been the story of this season, really. Apart from Neroka and Trau at the bottom of the table, this is the third worst defense in the league. Conceded 44 massive goals, 45 now. Here's another chance, but the flag was up this time, and they escape danger, Rajasthan United. You'll see that again, and it was again from a giveaway. Chunga trying to find Raghav Gupta again. He's not a centre-back there, Raghav Gupta. This was the goal, rather. Raghav Gupta is not really a proper centre-back. This pass here itself, not a proper trapping. Raghav Gupta, not sure what he was thinking there. Confused a bit. But sharp from William Oliveira to snatch onto it.
A little trick that I would like to point out on that occasion. He was first going for that shot, but then initially pulled that right foot off his back, which allowed him to go forward and snatch the ball from Raghav Gupta, because Raghav Gupta was expecting that he was going to drop that right foot. A very neat trick there, and I think you would often see them from the Brazilians. I think world football has been so captivated. Gurmukh under the pump there almost gave the ball away, but then just in the nick of time releasing that, as the defensive solidity stays intact for Sreenidi Deccan.
And both defenses showing some nerves early on here. But coming back to the defensive part for Rajasthan United, they've conceded too many goals. Even when they went to the Super Cup, they're conceding 5 against Intakashi. And well, gradually that's been the story. They need to do better. That's a timely release from Brandon, and now Romavia! You cannot stop him when he is in this form. 2 for Sreenidi, and Romavia gets his 5th of the season and goals in back-to-back games for Lal Romavia.
Blazing from the right, spearing one into the bottom corner. That is class, but this pass there from Brandon once again. Brandon is a star in the making, and so is Romavia. And Sreenidi Deccan, they mean business here. They mean 3 points, and they are famished. They are not going to stop unless the job is done. as they hammer one into the back of the net. The ball possession 78. The rewards are aplenty. 15 minutes and the hosts are 2-0 up already.
There is a storm brewing, a storm named Sreenidi. Here's another chance, a bit of confusion between the two, but William Oliveira just leaves it, and Wilwan Hassan, wrong idea I would say, could have gone with the right, but anyway they have won a corner. And there is a storm which I was talking about, just when we were thinking about a slip which could do Mohammedan a world of good. Sreenidi, they want all full points possible from now on.
Well, had it not been for the confusion, we would have seen somewhat of a dead ringer from Romavia, that last goal. But nonetheless, another set piece, another opportunity in the making, floated into the mix towards the far post, and Rilwan Hassan couldn't head it towards the goal. He's headed it outside. But as you pointed out, a storm is brewing. I don't think it's brewing anymore, Bashwar. It's here. It's here at the Deccan Arena. And if Rajasthan United goes on to play with such a leaky defense, in no time, their entire defense will disintegrate altogether.
I think they need to stick to basics, where they have gone with a back four, and they need to stay with the back four. It's more of very innovative ideas where Verito is pushed forward, Surajit sometimes, Nam and Jefferson are the only one remaining. Sometimes only Nam is standing there, and you would see Raghav Gupta dropping in. And they need to just stick to proper basic football here and not try anything out of the box. And of course that is not something you would say to discourage someone, but at this point of time, at this stage of the game, you do not want to concede more, I'm sure. And here's Romavia trying to get the better of Surajit. A little clip and a free kick.
A bit of experimentations, even yesterday we witnessed. Interkashi started off with Dos Santos in place of a seasoned Peter Hartley. And Mohammedan Sporting looked absolutely deadly in that first half. Once Peter Hartley was introduced into the mix in the second half, the entire game changed. It went through a paradigm shift, and there wasn't much that Mohammedan Sporting was doing anyway in the second half. They had a few chances, of course. Alexis went on to rattle the woodwork once, and Eddie Garcia missed from point-blank range. But then with that being said, the domination wasn't exactly same. So like you pointed out, a few experiments from Rajasthan United as well. But when you're playing against someone like Sreenidi Deccan, who are in contention for the championship, I think in the very first place, you need to seal the basics right. Unless you have twisted with the experimentations before, I think it really makes no sense to suddenly ask your members to step up to a completely new formation.
Not always about new, but as we already heard from Pushpender Kundu at the start of the game, the approach is brave from them, which is commendable, which has to be praised, that they're not feared to play however they want, and that is one part of it. But another part of it is that you lose points, and that is why they're at this situation in the league table. Nam does well to get the ball back. Here's Chunga. Very tricky on the ball. Yash. Wonderful turn. And now Chungnunga has found Denzel. He can pull a trigger from anywhere, really. And he does that. But comfortable for Albino Gomes this time.
Albino Gomes, of course, had a bit of butterfingers in the last game. Well, once again, William Oliveira vying for the ball there, but this time the referee, in fact the flag's gone up as well, so that contention would not have counted even if he would have latched on to that possession there. That's a second offside for Sreenidi Deccan. And yes, Albino Gomes had a bit of slip up in the last game, was kind of responsible for that first goal that Churchill brothers conceded, even the second goal, despite the fact that that almost barreled through his sight, but could have possibly at least tried to palm that away. There was no touch, however. Rajasthan United now slightly getting better in terms of possession and control, but then miss passes like that, it won't get you anywhere.
Another giveaway here. Chungnunga tried a elastico out there, but lost possession. And now space opening up. Another perfect pass from Brandon. William might make it 3, but a top save from Sachin Jha. Just made the angle difficult for himself. William could have taken an extra touch maybe, but nonetheless, a fine save there. But Brandon again, what about that pass?
He's been an absolute live wire, I would say. One through ball after the other, one defense splitting pass after the other, and the precision that he has knitted them forward with. I will not have any hesitation in saying I'm pretty sure he's got a GPS planted in his brain there. He's not missing out on one single chance of getting the ball in place. And yes, as you pointed out, William could have done better on that last occasion. Possibly went a bit too far, which again, not taking anything away from Sachin. He's pulled off a very good save, but I think the angle wasn't really favoring the thunderbolt that William likes to unload.
A GPS to find the cleanest route, and that is what Brandon is doing. And this is what I was talking about. Look at the defense there. Verito is much ahead on the overlap all the times, but that is the style of play he prefers to stick to. Another lovely attempt from Brandon, this time read by Jefferson Oliveira. But there's so much space left in the back, with the centre back staying so wide. And when there's an opposition like Sreenidi Deccan, you need to be aware. And whenever they win the ball in the midfield, there's ample amount of space open. But we'll see what Rajasthan can do with this. They'll stick to their plan. They do not care about anything else at the moment. Here's Surajit, Denzel now. And look at the fullbacks at the edge of the box. Here's Surajit, one of the two, finds his partner, almost though.
Back with Sreenidi Deccan once again. We're talking about the two fullbacks of Rajasthan United as well a few moments ago. With so much space and those crucial defense-splitting passes from Brandon, life has been a living nightmare altogether for the visitors. And Rilwan Hassan drops one into the box, point-blank range. William Oliveira, second time, almost within touching distance. That's a third shot, a header in fact from him. Should have flicked it into the back of the net with precision there. Heartbreak, I would say.
Some quality football though from Sreenidi Deccan here. And that is the difficulty. Verito tracking back all the way from the opponent box. And look at the press from Sreenidi as well. They're on a mission clearly. Verito has found Nam. A lovely pass over the defense, and now Chunga, a back full of trickery, but this time decides to release Denzel. A layoff, oh, nearly there for a moment. Albino surely had his heart in his mouth, but thankfully just wide, left it at the right moment. And it was Zoma with the attempt.
The game's opening up. I won't say that it has predominantly opened up, but slowly and steadily, subtly and insidiously, the game's opening up. And even if Rajasthan United possibly miles away from home, miles away from finding that back of the net, but I think they are now getting slightly courageous, and Rilwan has been nutmegged there by Verito. You have talked extensively about him. It was Chunga, apologies for that. But now the ball's back with Sreenidi Deccan. And Faisal Shaiste plays it to the far right. Again, back to Faisal. Another long ball forward, trying to latch onto it, does well to keep it under control. And now chips one, that's again acres of space ahead of him. A potential cross maybe awaiting us all. Dropped into the box, takes a deflection, traded away for a corner.
But this is the best of Brandon we have seen after a long, long while. Last time I remember when he was in Aizawl FC, that is the time he used to shine the most. Has been off and on every time. Has always got the quality and performed in phases. But this is the best of Brandon surely today, what we are witnessing. And that is why he's preferred by coaches and different teams. But right now it's Faisal Shaiste, the provider-in-chief for Sreenidi Deccan. Has time and again done that from the set pieces. Goes towards goal himself. Punched out by Sachin Jha.
It's going to be a throw in now in favor of Rajasthan United. I think despite that defense coming apart at the seams, Rajasthan United's attacking unit has somewhat instilled hopes. That was a lovely in-swinging corner, to be precise. And had it not been for Sachin, Eli Sabia was right behind him, breathing on his neck. All he needed was a little nick there. And now all the way back to Sachin. A bit of pressure there, circling around like predators in the box there. Rilwan Hassan and William Oliveira combining exceedingly well today. Abhishek Ambekar, boatload of experience on the left flanks of Sreenidi Deccan. Of course, he knows the pressure of playing in a big club.
Elisabia, Makanan, a bit of a push from behind, and of course that would anyway be given as a free kick because the hands was used by Yash. And Faisal restarts quickly, and here's Brandon, turns very sharp, and Romavia on the right has options in plenty here, and a shot from distance, a bit ambitious, but he has done that in the past. Jagdeep, and a glimpse of his attacking abilities here. 8 shots already from Sreenidi just in 27 minutes of the game.
Well, that's a cheap giveaway. A slightly heavy first touch. Could have done better there. But nonetheless, Rilwan Hassan does brilliantly to regain possession. And now again with slow, crisper steps into that centre, but plays all the way back. Taking their time, just controlling that midfield so effortlessly. Now one on the right. That's a lovely ball forward. A possible cross from a far acute angle. Eventually Rilwan reaches out there, sets up for a shot. I reckon he's gone a bit too far. But once again, they'll have to rearrange their pieces and come forward, knocking on the doors. Does well to keep the ball in play rather.
Lovely patient build-up here from Sreenidi. Just when I talked about patience, it's Abhishek Ambekar rushing forward across. And here's Shunga, forced to play back. Look at the way Sreenidi have pressed forward, and a missed pass, quickly taken through. And Jagdeep combining so well. Another perfect release from Brandon, and Jagdeep just couldn't get it towards William Oliveira. Could have gone for the shot himself maybe, but a narrow space tried to release William. But a wonderful display from Sreenidi.
Ashwar, it feels like at the moment the hosts, they are toying with the Rajasthan United defense. I don't find a better word to describe the kind of imperious dominion that the hosts have knitted right now. I mean, the combination between Brandon, William, Rilwan, and even at times Eli Sabia coming up. I think it has been a treat to watch. And also, do not forget those meaty pile drivers. That's another lovely chip forward. Rilwan Hassan, the flag has stayed down. Rilwan has reached forward, a bit of knuckleball. Sachin comes out of his line there to bail his team out. William, once again sensing something, reached out. And it feels like William can sniff out the ball from at least light years away. And that's a 4th corner for Sreenidi Deccan. What a display this has been. What a first half an hour of play this has been. Sachin looks like he's copped a blow to his ribs there, while William was trying to latch onto that delivery. And on that note, while Sachin receives some treatment, it is going to be a water break for these two sides.
And Deccan Warriors, the background reads, and that's how they have played, like Warriors. And this is how the first goal came, 62% possession for Sreenidi Deccan. William Oliveira, a predator, a poacher, and a perfect finish there to make it 1-0. It was a defensive error, a heavy touch, trying to find Raghav Gupta. William Oliveira just latching on to that so quickly before anyone could think. And the pressure from Rilwan paid off too. A mistake from Raghav. Sachin Chat tried to make the angle narrow. He did, but too clever. And just poked over by William Oliveira. And while talking about William Oliveira and all that threat on the pitch, there was the second one. Brandon knitting through an inch perfect pass and a finish from Roma Villa. But amongst all this, amidst all these attacks, you almost forgot to talk about one man who's on the bench, David Munoz Castaneda. He's yet to even come on the pitch. Bye.
Sreenidi Deccan, as the league has progressed, they have just got a lot more menacing. They'll also have to keep an eye out on the defense of theirs. They may have the blasters and bazookas blazing on the front, but that belly of the beast, it has been extremely tender. But look at the pass, $1 million pass from Brandon. I think to create such kind of passes, you also need to have an understanding of the chemistry with your players. Corner for Sreenidi Deccan, another chance. Knocking on the doors, floated into the mix. However, that header wasn't solid enough. It ballooned over the post, eventually resulting in a goal kick for Rajasthan United.
Another angle to it. Brandon delivering again. It is Gurmukh who got the final touch there. Sreenidi are unbeaten in the last 3 fixtures. A 1-0 win against Delhi FC. A 2-1 win against Gokulam. Both of them away from home and then returning. They could have won 2-0 against Churchill Brothers, but hopefully they have learned their lessons, conceding late and ending the match 2-2, bottled the 2-0 lead. And hopefully they'll not do the same mistake against Rajasthan. We have seen Rajasthan make comebacks. We have seen them against Shillong Luchong, down by 4-2 in the 90th minute. Who cares? There's Richardson Denzel, who comes up with surprise package, individual brilliance, and that is what sometimes is enough for a side to win games. And question marks written all over that pass.
Frustration, questions. I don't know how exactly to describe that pass. What was he trying to achieve? There wasn't any player on the run, but let's not dissect too much into that. Let's focus on what exactly is witnessing ahead of us. That's again a header. William keeps the ball under control, twists and turns, plays it into the central channel. Faisal on the ball. Faisal looking for support. Back to William. Faisal once again plays it further forward. Looks like it's Brandon there. Goes forward with the cross header, and Sachin almost spilling that one away. Could have been further troubles. What a game this has been for Brandon. What a game this has been. It was Romoya with that header. He was almost on the brink of scoring that second goal. But it's not an easy header when you're particularly turning in the air. You tend to lose balance, and that is what takes the power off.
There's an invisible connection between Brandon and Romavia today, and the way they find each other. But the ball finds William Oliveira every time. And here's Romavia. Romavia stolen by Chungnunga. Difficult pass to control here. When you're understanding the pitch is not playing out well for the bouncer, shot from distance. You need to play those ground passes, which really they are doing exactly. Romavia still has possession and eventually blocked out by Verito.
Throw in favor of Sreenidi Deccan. Abhishek Ambekar taking his time. A towering presence on that left wing. Right into the box, a possible shot lining up. Blocked away there. Danger's not over, however. Rajasthan United barely scrapping away the ball, scrapping the possession away from Sreenidi Deccan as far as they can. And this is not controlled, this is not calculated. Look at the difference. It's a massive chasm. 12 shots from Sreenidi Deccan, 2 of them from Rajasthan United, and we are already 35 minutes in the game. Speaks volumes about how these two teams have been entirely a mismatch. This has been a lopsided encounter so far, unless there is a miraculous watershed from the visitors in the second half. It's highly unlikely that Sreenidi Deccan will go with their faces which frown. 8 fouls so far, not really a physical encounter, we would say. Another ball lopped forward. William Oliveira now from the right, taking his time, waiting for players to arrive, lining up for a shot. Brilliant setup. There comes the cross, and could have been goal number 3, but Rilwan Hassan misses his mark there. Very close and yet far away.
I'm not sure if Brandon is a man possessed today. Time and again throughout. When you look at the highlights, I'm sure all you will see is Brandon delivering crosses after crosses and passes after passes. But Rilwan Hassan could have really tried a little more to guide it goalwards. He has been a prospect for Sreenidi, combining another lovely spot. Just checked down by Roma Villa. Faisal Sheste. He's left his magical, but an important foot in there. And now Chungnunga, Richardson, Denzel, 2 of the most quality-filled players, but the turf not helping them, just sliding away just ahead of Chunga.
If Chunga could have actually latched onto that, we could have seen something menacing in the box. If Sreenidi Deccan, Chunga has the ability, if not only speeding past with a sudden burst of explosion, but then with the kind of artwork in football that he comes up with the kind of dribbling, with the kind of crafty feet that he's got, it wouldn't have been surprising if we'd have seen him pulling off the strings. Now all the way back to Rajasthan United, and once again look how slowly Sreenidi Deccan comes knocking on the doors. It's just that that is possibly when, now look, Rajasthan United taking their time, kind of inviting Sreenidi Deccan to arrive out there, and once again the ball has been given away back to Sreenidi Deccan in that central zone, and Rilwan Hassan possibly a bit overpowered there, but it will fall at the far end, and it's going to be a throw-in.
Well, I was pointing something out to you, Rohit. I'll show it again once the move builds up for Rajasthan, but right now Sreenidi in attack, and they are trying to keep the ball with themselves, so that has been the most positive part. And here's Maya Kanan, silently does his job in that defensive midfield zone, just stitching together passes. William Oliveira control, so difficult to really get the better of. Well, the whistle has gone for something, not sure what.
I reckon before that foul was committed inside the box, there was another foul committed outside the box, because the linesman had his flag up. So by the time, well, had that foul not been committed, we possibly would have been seeing at the spot kick, but then the ball shouldn't have rolled onto that position itself, and that is why a penalty was not given. And once again, look at how, I think a bit of rush as well there from Rajasthan United. Looks like they are kind of panicked at the moment. A free kick now, and it's going to be a yellow card for Gurmukh Singh. Apologies for Jagdeep Singh. It was just a bit too quick there. And it looks like Siddharth has gone down there. He will be receiving some treatment or not, only time shall tell.
We'll have another look at it. It didn't look that bad. Oh, well, the back foot there, the trailing one, just catching him from behind. He got the ball with the front and then almost taking out Siddharth from the equation with the left. With his right, rather, from behind. And here's a rug of Gupta. He can smell those chances. And he has the likes of Denzel and Jefferson Oliveira in the box, I'm sure. It didn't look like the most convincing deliveries. And stolen back by Sreenidi. This can be danger. They have pace. But they'll wait for options. And there's ample amount of free space on the left-hand side. Not quite released in time. They do not have that hurry. Sreenidi. They can take their time. Maya Kannan. Very clinical a performer. And Jagdeep just lost his mind since that incident.
Rolling it up once again into the stride of the defenders back then. Rajasthan United one step at a time. Not in a rush. Sreenidi Deccan once again reclaiming possession for themselves. Does well to twist and turn Rilwan Hassan. And Rilwan Hassan, like a magician, almost going past. Could have been a screamer of a finish. However, denied by Sachin Jha. Possibly a split second late there in unleashing that shot. But what a run that was. Went past 3 defenders in a flash with some excellent, exquisite, exotic footwork there.
And here's some from Romaria as well. Hits the target. But Sachin Jha has to be praised for the saves he's making time and again. 3 big saves to keep Rajasthan in the contest. Oh, wow. This is aggressive from Sreenidi. Once Rilwan Hassan, once Romaria, there's no stopping them. And here's Brandon. Oh, measurements on top. William Oliveira, this can be 3. It is indeed a brace for William. But that play in the midfield between Maya Kannan and Brandon once again does the trick. Some excellence on show for the viewers here from Sreenidi Deccan. 3-0.
An orange storm has come at the gates of Hyderabad. They are circling around and they are consuming the ones hailing all the way from the desert. What a phenomenal display this has been from the hosts. Look at how wonderfully, look at how the touches have been made for. A bit of pull, a bit of yank from the back, doesn't matter. He's a force, he's an unstoppable force in the making. And there, a constant battle with Nam. One touch, second touch, and then smokes it over the head of an advancing Sachin Jha. Not much that he could have done either, because, you know, when your defense isn't performing, when your defense has completely switched off, there's not much that you can do. Football is a team game, and it feels like Sachin Jha is a one-man army against a quartet of Sreenidi Deccan Marauders.
But look at that again. This was the previous one, rather, Rilwan Hassan's run. He could have made it 3 himself, running past the defense so easily. 4 of them beaten, but Sachin Jha makes that crucial save with the foot in. But eventually the goal came. It is one-touch football at its best from Brandon and Maya Kannan. So lovely to see. You can see that time and again. It's not always about individual brilliance. It is sometimes about team play and those glorious touches. Very, very impressive. We'd love to see that again. The exchange in the midfield. And there it is, Maya Kannan, the first time ball towards Brandon, and then a first time release to William Oliveira. How perfect a goal. And Sachin Jha seems to be struggling a bit with a injury concern, I would say.
Just taking a look at the possible alternative that Rajasthan United has under the sticks, that's Anand Shah. But at the moment it looks like Sachin is fine. He will resume play. And truth be told, the kind of football that Brandon has played today alongside Romavia and William, of course, I would say that Brandon has possibly been somewhat of a Picasso. The way he's been, the way he has knitted forward his art in that midfield. Well, this can be a chance here for Rajasthan United. Denzel there has been brought down, but it looks like it was a clean tackle. In fact, it was Maya. Well, apologies, that was Denzel. And here comes in Sreenidi Deccan all the way from the right. Looking around for a bit of space once again. Plays it back, setting it up slowly and steadily. Brandon once again on the ball. Every time Brandon has touched the ball, there has been danger. Almost another cheap giveaway there. And onto the stride of Brandon. I reckon if somebody deserves the goal the most today, it has to be Brandon.
No question marks on that. It is a throw in, and we've moved into additional time here. 3 minutes added on at the end of 45. But look at the intent, the body language from Sreenidi Deccan. They want more, they're not happy. And they know goal difference might come into play if needed. Not sure exactly, but it very well might. So why not just increase it? They're trying to score as many as possible. They want more goals here. And now Maya Kadnan. William checks back towards Brandon. Maya Kadnan again. The trio in the midfield, Maya Kadnan, Faisal and Brandon. Oh, everything it touches turns to goal today. That was not really intended, I would say.
Onto the far right now, a brilliant relay there. However, Rajasthan United does well to keep the ball away. Now the ball forward now from the left. Can Rajasthan United try and breach the somewhat impregnable defensive wall? Here comes Denzel once again. The shot takes a deflection. Danger's not over. Possession lingers on. Still knocking on the doors now from the right. And it looks like the flag's gone up. So once again, despite encroaching the barriers of Sreenidi Deccan's rear guard, they will have to return empty-handed, for the infringement wasn't legal.
Slick touch from William. And gets it back from Rilwan Hassan. Such a powerful presence up front. Brandon and Romavia combine. Another pass seen by Brandon. It falls eventually to Jagdeep, who's in the box right now. Was looking for Brandon, but cleared away by Nam. You got a feel for him. Hasn't done too much wrong, but as a team, they've really disappeared in the back line, Rajasthan United. Just a few seconds remaining then in the first half.
Quick throw taken in. A possible cross maybe. The last throw of the dice, headed away to safety. All the way to the back line once again. And that should be it in the first half. 45 minutes of Sreenidi Deccan's domination, amplified to the very skies. A 3-0 lead at the halfway mark. And like Sachin Jha has crumbled down to the ground. Similarly, Rajasthan United's defense has been pulverized into pieces. What a display this has been. Even though another 45 minutes remain, unless there's a massive turnaround, I don't think there will be much changes. Well, that's the stats for you. 63% ball possession for Sreenidi Deccan. Of course, they've ran away with it. 16 shots, 7 on target, so almost close to 50%, which is another alarming number. 3 of them from Rajasthan United, 1 of them on target. 6 fouls for Sreenidi Deccan, 4 for Rajasthan United. 1 yellow card by Sreenidi Deccan. 4 corners for the Deccan Warriors as well, vis-a-vis Rajasthan's 1. 16 shots. Hassan Rilwan had 5 of them, could have found the back of the net once. Romaya with 4 of them had a goal. William with 4 of them had 2 goals. Abhishek, Gurmukh and Jagdeep with 1 shot each.
A storm in reality at the moment here from Sreenidi Deccan, and 3 shots only from Rajasthan United. Denzel with 2 attempts, a bit predictable, and Zoma with 1 from distance. And that is all for the shot stats for both these teams, and Rajasthan United, they will need to come up with better. With 6 fouls from Sreenidi Deccan, all of them with 1 each. Rilvan Hassan, Jagdeep, Mayakanand, Ramavia, Faisal Shaeste and William. Not really too bad challenges, I would say. More of a 50-50 clashes to stop and win back possession, but Jagdeep's one was the only one which was deemed to be a yellow card offence. And 4 fouls for Rajasthan United. And Surajit Negi with 2, Verito with 1, and Soma with 1 to his name as well. But there is all to play for. Always when you come after the break, there is new hopes and new motivation in the side. Sometimes we have seen drama, but Sreenidi wouldn't want any drama here at the Deccan Arena. This is their home, and they want to be clinical till the very end and take all 3 points. So here's the highlights of the first 45 minutes for you all. William Oliveira opened scoring, getting the better of the entire defense along with Sachin Shah. It was 2-1 in their first meeting. It is 3-0 already at half-time. Look how clever he is. Read the bounce, didn't go for the gamble, waited for it, and poacher's finish.
Quality, Bhashwar, quality. That's what quality is all about. Quality, experience, and a cool and calm-headed execution. You see, young players, or possibly the ones who are new, possibly would have kind of panicked out in that situation, knew that had to quickly react, but the way William kept himself calm, controlled the entire show, that was just a treat. And then Ramaya, after that defense-splitting pass from Brandon, I think a miss would have been criminal on his part, but he was not going to miss today. He had a rifle fitted out to that right foot of his, and BAM! Right into the bottom left corner. No chance for Sachin Shah there. And then Sreenidi Deccan came on knocking on the doors over and over again. This man, what a magician he has been, Brandon, today. I think no matter how many words we need, no matter even if we write an entire epic for him, it is going to fall short of him. This is what being a midfielder is all about. Spotting those gaps, figuring out, well, of course, not a defensive midfielder, but being an attacking midfielder, just trying to set your players up, and it has been done perfectly. And then Rilvan Hassan, this was that brilliant run there. Look at how he goes past 1, 2, almost got past the 3rd, and if he could have gone past Sachin, that would have been 4 at a stretch.
But look what William did there, just pulling off the defender from the line, just disturbing him. And this exchange between Mayakanand and Brandon to get the 3rd, with William Oliveira always on point. Sharpshooter, he can be called now, and that made it 3. And that first touch, and then again a first touch, and then again. Almost like writing a story, smooth as it is.
A lot of incredible moves throughout the first half. And yes, you were talking about that exchange between Brandon and Maya. And it was just sensational to watch. And guess what? William Oliveira, he doesn't miss as many. You give him a ball at that range. The only conclusion? The back of the net. An exciting first half. Rajasthan United tried their luck from range in a couple of occasions. Well, that's a scoreline at the end of first half, 3-0 in favour of Sreenidi Deccan. We'll quickly dive into a short breather and return with the second half. Stay tuned.
close the mic. Close the mic.
Welcome back for second half action here at the Deccan Arena in Hyderabad. And this has been a show, one you wouldn't like to miss out on from Sreenidi Deccan. The home side taking on Storm on pitch here. 3-0 at halftime, could have been even more, but thankfully there was Sachin Shah on the way. But there is a but. The reason? Sachin Shah has been taken off. He was struggling with injury concerns. It is young Anant Shah who has come on. Responsibility is on him to contain this Sreenidi Storm. And attempts from Rajasthan United will be made to turn around the fixture. A miracle on the cards, or will it be a clinical show for 45 more minutes? We'll find out as we are underway with final 45 minutes here at the Deccan Arena. Sreenidi in orange, attacking from left to right of his screens. And Rajasthan United in white from right to left. And straight away an attack stopped there by Verito.
Crucial 45 minutes of football ahead of the visitors. Again, I'm not saying that they can turn things around, but they will have to try. They will have to believe. And if they believe in themselves, a lot can change. A lot can happen. Free kick in favor of Rajasthan United. But what they should focus on right now is to try and keep Sreenidi Deccan at bay and stop giving away those balls cheaply. Anand already taking the pressure. And look how quickly Sreenidi Deccan reaches out, hounding for possession. And if this continues, the pressure is just going to increase on them. And we won't be surprised if Sreenidi Deccan goes on to make an example out of Rajasthan United.
He wouldn't let that happen, at least until he's on the pitch. Chunga finds a pass forward. He had only one way, and that is goalwards. Verito there inside the box. Most of the times you'll find the two fullbacks up there. And maybe Pushpender Kundu had a word which will help the defense do a little better. Romavia has got one to his name already, trying for another. Wasn't a bad attempt. Just inches away from that near post.
That was the fifth shot unloaded by Romavia. What a talent he has been in Sreenidi Deccan. It's good to see, we talk very extensively about bigger names of the game, but when youngsters like Romavia, Brandon perform, it's just a treat for the sore eyes, and the Indian football fans love it. And I think young talents have deluged I-League this year. That's a lovely ball from the left. Can Rajasthan United knock on the doors finally? They are coming closer. And here comes in Denzel looking for some shooting space. There is a bit of space there. Shot comes in. However, that was way off the mark. And yes, getting back to the youngsters, getting back to the young players. Of course, this year's I-League, it has been a cradle of quite a few talents, rising talents. From David Hamar to Remsanga. And once again from Danmavia as well, who would forget him, to Brandon today and Romavia. Once again, Sreenidi Deccan comes knocking on the doors.
Miscontrolled by Rilwan Hassan, but adding on to it, of course, the likes of Tangwarakui, and there has been more of them growing in the league. Edmund Lalwantika, one of the most shining young lads. There's been so many, but adding on one more name who is yet to grow, and that has got his chance this season and will get more on the left flank, the left-hand side of the screens, has come on as a substitute, Nauba Matei. So there has been, in fact, more than one change, not just Anand Shah, but Nauba Matei has also come on and seems like he's replaced the likes of Siddharth.
That's another lovely run there. Almost a single-handed battle. However, has been denied. Nauba Matei just trying his luck there against the two towering defenders. Not easy, of course, when the numerical superiority is against you. It kind of leaves you clueless there. Elisabia at the back. Plays it all the way back to Gurmukh there. And now they knock forward. Abhishek Ambekar comes up. It's Siddharth who has been taken off to accommodate the likes of Naoba. And now through that central channel, sent forward. However, this time it has been intercepted. Not the cleanest of passes, one of the rare mistakes that you would see. And confirmation of that goalkeeping change as Anant Shah has made his way to the center, while Sachin Jha has gone out. So yes, a Herculean task on his shoulders, now coming in from the right, but has been denied any space whatsoever. And the defensive solidity of Sreenidi Deccan remains intact.
And straight away getting into those interesting zones there. Nauba has generally played down the right hand side. Today slots in the left. Can play striker as well. Nauba Matei, we've seen him play previously this season once. Has got a goal to his name in that fixture, and he'll be looking to impress one and all. It is still possible if they get a 1 or 2 quick fire goals, the game will open up even with 1 goal coming in, because Sreenidi, they seem like they are trying. They are the team having the upper hand, but the intent, the aggressive intent, has just calmed down a bit. And right now they are playing good football, but the way they were hungry for more goals, that has just silenced a bit, but maybe only for a moment while we speak. William Oliveira wants his hat-trick. Not a perfectly weighed pass.
Possibly the calm before the storm, if we may say. There's a lot of space going forward. Nice bit of setup from Faisal Saeste. He has Rilwan on the far left. Rilwan does well. Takes that shot and rattles the back of the post there before going out. What a setup once again, as we were talking about the calm before the storm. Let's not even think for a split second that Sreenidi Deccan wants to calm the tempo down. Look at this setup. William, wonderful tee off there. And then Faisal setting up Rilwan with that shot. Oh, in fact, it was the woodwork itself that denied Rilwan Hassan a shy at goal.
That's a giveaway though. A rare one from Faisal Shaiste. And now Chunga. They are motivated here. Finds Verito again. He's lacking ideas there every time inside the box. And maybe that is where they need to do better, but Nam surely did better there. Jefferson Oliveira. Now Matei. The idea wasn't bad, but the execution was surely not the best.
Yeah, that long ball, it was all about optimism, a lot more optimism than execution. And once again, a closer look at Rilwan Hassan's strike there. Hammered the woodwork before flying out. And Anand Jha, what he could have done, there wasn't much for him to be done. Again, a lovely snatch. And now Sreenidi Deccan through the central channel, looking around for options. Faisal Saeste chips it towards the far right, and now towards that box there. Danger's not over, but this time controlled well by Rajasthan United, trying to find a bit of space. Back to Rajasthan United, kind of inviting pressure there, and eventually it will result in a throw in favor of Sreenidi Deccan.
Strange, very strange, playing out those passes from the back, but Rilwan Hassan wants a goal to his name. 6 shots already from him. William trying to flick it back, not working, but this flick works for Rajasthan United. And here is Surajit Negi. Yash switches it to the right towards Chunga. Timely release for Verito. Maybe the cutback was a good option, but he tries to get it in the box. Now Bamate. Solid from Jagdeep, and that is why he is also one of those players in the radar of various clubs.
A solid defender, a hardy defender. Nova, on the contrary, though, I think he's somewhat isolated. He's kind of stranded in the opposition half without much support coming in from his comrades there. This time, well defended once again. Rajasthan United, despite coming a bit more into the opposition half, chances haven't been that clinical. And now Faisal Shaiste on the ball. Rilwan Hassan has dropped pretty deep there. A cheap giveaway, not too frequent that you would see from Rilwan, at least on a day like this. That's a lovely forward ball, but didn't really have the intent, didn't have the sting. And the flag's gone up, that's offside.
Third offside against Sreenidi. Jefferson Oliveira will take that. But this is the time they tend to switch off. This is what they did against Churchill too. And they'll hope that they can keep going and get one more goal. Just kill the game off. Big margin even right now, 3-0. But Rajasthan will keep trying, and time and again Chunga finding Verito, who needs to do a bit better. Earns a corner. That may be a little better than what he was doing so far. First corner for Rajasthan. That comes in the second half.
Ashwar, if the game still isn't killed, I don't know what else is going to kill the game. A 3-0 cushion already. And if they go on to concede 3 goals from here without scoring another, I think that would possibly be the slip-up of the league. But to be honest, so far Rajasthan United haven't really shown the signs of intent. Once again, a flatter corner, comfortably dealt with by Sreenidi Deccan. Trying to go for another cross, another one launched into the box there. And Albino Gomez coming out of his line there to deny Rajasthan United's infringements there. A bit of confusion, but then at the end of the day, Sreenidi Deccan will have it easily. But now they are being hounded by Rajasthan United attackers. They are committing more numbers to the attacking cause. Will that see a change of fortunes? There comes the shot. Goes forward to crack into one of the picket fencings. That's a 5th shot. Once again, just a reminder, 18 shots from Sreenidi Deccan tells you how good they have been.
But that wasn't a bad attempt at all from Chunga. A little away from goal, but the dip was there, perfect. But Brandon has been writing the story for Sreenidi in the first half. And the reason I say that they need to kill the game still is that we have seen fixtures involving Rajasthan United, which have seen scores like 5-4, 4-3, and all those drama. Well, and this is one side. We've conceded a lot, but scored a good number of goals too. 36 goals scored in the season. And they might just light up the show. They've scored 5 versus Naroka just 2 games ago. It was a 5-1 victory. But this is no Naroka. This is a team fighting for the title this season. And one of the most dangerous at this very moment. Even though Naroka have looked much, much better lately. That's a win back by Tenzil. Releases Yash Tripathi on the right-hand side. Doesn't have too many options in the box. A bit of a fumble. And that'll be a goal kick. A sad story here for Rajasthan at the moment.
Good defending from Gurmukh, I would say. Was on a tussle with Yash Tripathi, and Yash Tripathi is a very slick midfielder. Can get deliveries on time, can get those quick crosses coming in. So yes, he's someone who should be watched out for. This hasn't been a season to remember for him, however. Got a hat-trick to kickstart proceedings, but since then, he has been pretty much reticent. Now from the left, once again, Rilwan Hassan, William Oliveira. These two have combined brilliantly today as well. Another reason, another pretext for Rajasthan United to worry about. That's a lovely bit of run there, but Rilwan Hassan has been denied. The ball remains in play. Cross comes floating in. And Anand Jha barely clawing that away. Danger still remains alive, but the possession has now switched sides. And here comes Rajasthan United.
And here's Nauba. He was thinking of a shot, I'm sure. Yash Tripathi is back on the ball. Chunga, he looks for goal. And well, he has done that once against Lajong. He was thinking for it again. But sure you're stuck in two minds here. Another angle will make it clearer. But for a moment, his eyes lit up.
That would have been a bedazzling curve if it would have been on target. Sadly, it wasn't. But a good effort, and here comes Sreenidi Deccan knocking on the doors again. What a delivery! This can be another goal for Romavia. However, that wheezes over, and it looks like it had taken a touch of Anant Jha. Apologies, Anant Shah. What a chance that was, Romavia. He was almost breathing fire on that one.
Fourth shot on target from Romavia. Fifth corner for Sreenidi. Or maybe it was Jefferson Oliveira who got in the way of that shot and that took it away. But nonetheless, should have gone for the grounder there, Romavia. 59% ball possession. Rajasthan gradually climbing back a bit too late, maybe an hour played here already. Time for the corner. Faisal Sheste towards the far post, a free header. And Rilwan Hassan has his goal eventually. It is that kind of a day for Sreenidi Deccan when whatever they think in their mind comes to reality. 4-0, and they're taking the game away and away.
You're looking for the fourth, Bhashpar, and they have given you that fourth. Again, constant dominion, constant attacks, a barrage of maneuvers there. We're not exactly sure what was happening there, though. But that was the goal. Rilwan Hassan kept his eyes on the ball. No one marking him. Look how his team members applauded that. Once again, how his marker completely loses where he was. And all he does was just a little bit of walk in the park and then slammed it into the back of the head with a diving header. What a sensational finish. And now this game is done and dusted. The question is, in the remaining half an hour, can Rajasthan United salvage something for them to save the blushes of an utter humiliation, or will Sreenidi Deccan compound the misery of the visitors?
Wow, this is some show. But I'm not sure when will be the time when we'll see Novin Gurung coming in, because that has been a problem on that right channel, I would say. Not taking away the quality which Verito has. He has performed exceedingly well in previous matches and in different occasions, but not today. Today has just not been his day. And look how strong Rilwan Hassan is. Dispossesses Shunga, and now Romavia.
From the left this time, a bit of a switch of flanks for him. He was operating from the right. Rilwan Hassan plays it on to the far right. This time has been intercepted, and Rajasthan United has the ball. Plays it further forward. Oh, in fact, the flag's gone up. Just a moment of hope there. And look how cruel football can be. One moment you think that you have acres of space ahead of you, and the very next you're heading back to your own half, disappointed.
And there's the replay of the goal again. Faisal Sheste delivering it on a plate. And a flying header from Rilwan Hassan. Look at that appreciation from the background. But there has been a change, and that is why that is what I was trying to point out to you. Rohit Brandon has been taken off. It is Rosenberg Gabriel who has come on, and that is why you saw Romavia going on the left channel. Not really left, he might stay with more central now in place of Brandon, because Rosenberg is more of a proper winger. There he is making the run forward, and he'll get it as well. And there's been more than one change, it seems like, because I can see Arijit Bakui on the right-hand side too, in place of Jagdeep. He was on a yellow, taken off. So a couple of changes.
That's a confirmation. Arijit Bagui, another experienced name, to be honest. He's been a part of bigger outfits as well. And now he continues to ply it straight for another champion side. There comes the cross! Far post intended, but Rilwan Hassan was nowhere in the frame. Look at that sweet smile there. Rosenberg Gabriel. And it looks like the captain of Rajasthan United has gone down. In fact, it's Jefferson Oliveira. In all likelihood, possibly, Chunga has been substituted.
We'll find that out soon, but There was the confirmation of the other change. Rosenberg coming in place of Brandon. He's had a wonderful game.
Well, apologies. Chunga is very much on the field. It was Jefferson who went down. I think that's a cramp, yes. That's a cramp. And he'll need some treatment, further troubles, because if Jefferson Oliveira leaves the field right now, that entire defense that has already got a massive void there, it gets even bigger. And again, a closer look at that corner. I don't think this angle will do justice to the quality, to the superior goal that was scored by Rilwan Hassania. This is a better angle. Look at how his marker completely forgets where his man is. He took his eyes off the player. I think you've got to keep your eyes on your player when the corner is being floated in. He took his eyes off the player. He wanted to see the ball. And the result, it was his very man itself poking it into the back of the net.
And that is where I was saying Mohit Singh is not really having the best of games for Rito. And that is where the exact position where we see Novin Gurung playing. And seems like we'll have another change because Jefferson Oliveira seems to be injured. It is Rakov Gupta who's got the captain's armband at the moment. Rajasthan looking to create something with Nauba.
Through the center. Now from the right. Couple of steps forward. Goes back. A nice little turn there from Barito, but have given the ball away. And now Rilwan Hassan storming into the opposition up. Sets up William there. Incredible save. Rather defensive block from Nam. That was a crucial one because it was inside the penalty box. He had to be picture perfect. 1 inch hither and yon, and they would have been staring down a barrel which has been smoking for a long time. Here comes Rajasthan United once again.
Chunga looking for the forward ball towards Nauba and finds him as well. He doesn't have too many options. Just jumbled up and back to Chunga. Where are the runners is what he's thinking, and tries for goal again. Almost a similar looking attempt, but that isn't working today.
I think even from close ranges, Rajasthan United hasn't really made much of an advantage. So possibly just trying to rely on those long ranges. Then even if you're going for those long ranges, that range has to be possibly shorter. It's too far away from the post that he's shooting at the moment, and that won't get him anything altogether. All the way back to Faisal Shaiste. And here's another chance for Deccan, for the Deccan Warriors, as Rilwan Hassan comes in from the left, cuts back in sharply. That's an incredible setup, almost finding the likes of... oh, in fact, danger's not over though, but straight into the hands of Anant Shah.
21 massive shots from Sreenidi Deccan. This is a shot fest here from Sreenidi, but credits to Anand Shah. Didn't fumble under pressure, coming on in place of Sachin Jha in such a high voltage game.
Touch football there. Faisal Shaiste is still on the ball. Taking a bit of time, a bit of resistance coming in. However, to no avail altogether. All the way back to Gurmukh. Gurmukh plays it on to the far right. Another ball sent forward. That's a lovely bit of run. Chance knocking on the doors again, but then Romavia didn't really have much. Now once again, a closer look at that last defensive clearance there from Nam. Picture perfect, to be honest. And then a bit of burst of attack as well.
Jersey number 27 Jefferson replaced by jersey number 5 Amritpal Singh.
So a substitution has been lined up. Jefferson Oliveira, who was injured a few moments ago, will be playing no more part in this game, and he has been replaced by Amritpal Singh.
Yeah, amidst all the substitutions, I would really like to see the likes of oh well, we'll get back to it. Clever back heel, where he was offside. Rosenberg, and that is why the flag has gone up. Rosenberg capped. Well, hasn't got too much game time this season, and last season was very much talked about being one of those upcoming prospects. But even this season, without much of a game time, he has done well. 3 goals, 2 assists to his name in terms of statistics speaking. But yeah, getting back to it, talking about all those changes being made, we'll be very interested to watch Biaktia coming on for Sreenidi. Not sure if he will, but Romavia looks to be a bit tired, and maybe a very likely and positive option.
Gabriel from the right, cutting back in slowly. Romavia, Faisal. Another long ball attempted, intended for Romavia. Faisal steers it back. Back to Faisal once again. Oh, this is some acres of space ahead. Goal scoring chance, a brilliant save from Anand Shah. Charging down the line has denied Rosenberg Gabriel what could have been a stunning strike. But then Rosenberg doing everything right in that occasion, just not spotting the gap.
Just not getting hold of the tempo of the game, I would say. Or rather getting a feel of the game still, the way the ball is bouncing or moving. You need to somewhat adjust yourselves to the conditions. And when you're off the pitch for a long time coming on, it's sometimes difficult. But on any other day, you could have seen Rosenberg slotting that in. But well, he's creating chances, getting into those positions. Might very well get a goal to his name as well. 70 minutes played, a lot of time remaining.
That's another lovely setup. And now taking their time, a bit of twist and turn. Here they go forward, knocking on the doors. Once again, Rosenberg now much more central to the cause. Rilwan Hassan from the left, lovely setup, back to Rosenberg. He's seen the ball a lot of times ever since he's come on. Now sets up Faisal, Faisal lining up a shot possibly. Sends it into the box there, but was slightly overpowered. All the way back to Gurmukh now. Faisal again. A quick touch between the two players there. Ali Sabiya manning the defense. Rilwan Hassan plays it further on the left, looking for a cross, sent forward into the box there. The referee's blown his whistle. Possible push there in all likelihood, and a yellow card coming out. Who will it be shown to?
I'm not sure for what exactly. We'll have to check that again. A yellow card for Nam, I believe. He's a bit surprised. It was an offside given, I believe, against Rilwan Hassan. Another look at it would make it clear. But this 20 minutes will seem like a lifetime for Rajasthan United. That's how Sreenidi are playing the game at the moment. Here's Chunga. Things haven't gone too right for him today. Not his day, really. And here's Surajit on the overlapping run. Looking for options. Has seen Denzel. Heavy touch, but still controls. He can run past all those defenders if he wishes to. We've seen him do that this season once. Chunga has come to the left.
Still with Chunga. Plays it back there to Amritpal Singh. Amritpal Singh steers it further forward onto that right wing, trying to keep the ball in control. Ball stays with Rajasthan United. A bit of twist and turn. Chunga's everywhere, taking a lot of workload on himself. And via Zoma, it's come all the way back to Nam once again. And this time it's Denzel preparing for a shot, is it? Chunga once again shining forward with that white headband of his. However, this time it has been intercepted. Here comes Sreenidi Deccan taking their time, and now on to the far left. Acres of space ahead of Rilwan Hassan. All he needs to do is just get past the defender, but it wasn't an easy one. Ended up jamming altogether into Raghav Gupta.
And there are 2 changes ready to come on for Sreenidi, but that's a wonderful touch. Now Bamate can get one back. Might be a consolation, might be a start of a miracle. 4-1, and Rajasthan have finally, after all efforts, got one goal from the substitute. Now Bamate.
A brilliant counter-attack spotted out the chinks in the armour of Sreenidi Deccan, and it was quickly utilised. Twin substitutions happening here for Sreenidi Deccan. Looks like Faisal Shaiste and Rilwan Hassan will be going out. Two foreigners taken off, and they are being replaced by
Substitution
B.
for
Tulunga
Sreenidi Deccan
and
FC.
Ibrahim
Jersey
Sissoko.
number 77, Rilwan Hassan.
And with that, we'll also head into the water break.
Jersey number 10, Faisal Shaiste.
And we'll have a look at that goal
Replaced by
again.
jersey number 6,
Not great
Tulunga.
work by Arijit Bagui, and controlled and finished by Nauba Mitei. Very, very long pass from, I believe it was Amrit Pal seeing that pass through, but the run and the control and that goal eventually from Nauba Mitei made it look easier than it was.
59% ball possession at the moment for Sreenidi Deccan, 41 for Rajasthan United. They have bettered the numbers, yes, but still there's a massive gap. But this goal is possibly the reward of those consistent efforts there. And Albino Gomez not really happy. He wanted to say, but there wasn't much that he could have done. Whenever there's a 1v1 going on, I think it's more of a 50-50 chance. It's also somewhat dependent on the luck about those timings, the very split seconds, who's going to move out quickly enough. Not everything that you do, even if you do everything right in a 50-50 chance in a 1-on-1 situation, I think you are still exactly not going to be in luck at that very point in time. 75 minutes, final quarter begins now with a kickoff from Sreenidi Deccan.
Well, now Tulunga will slot in that midfield role in place of Faisal Shaiste, and Ibrahim Sissoko will move wide right, while Rosenberg will play wide left. Tulunga, after long, gets his a much favoured midfield, proper midfield role rather. He was pushed in that attacking zone in the last few occasions. A risky pass there. And the team presses on from Sreenidi, but sometimes that lets an outlet open up for the counter. Oh, given away. Tulunga trying to touch and turn. Wasn't able to. And maybe they have seen a long route open.
Rajasthan United once again. If they get a second goal here, maybe, and just maybe, a possible twist can be on the horizon. They have a shot lined up. They do go for that shot, but that was well blocked, which will allow Sreenidi Deccan to try and carve another counter-attack of their own. And now Ibrahim Sissoko from the central channel. Lovely ball forward. Maybe slightly far away, but then that ball, the weight on it, that was picture perfect. And now Sissoko once again, another shot on the horizon. Maybe there comes the shot, but a very emasculated one straight down the throat of Anand Shah, who's done a phenomenal job ever since he's come out.
And of course, he has done well. And it was Tulunga's attempt, but Sissoko straight away in the mix of things. He's a bag of tricks on the pitch. And now Raghav Gupta, Rajasthan, will try. Denzel couldn't control, and now Mayakanan and Sissoko. He's more interested in passing it around today than anything else. Arijit Bakui checks it back. Romavia could have really got a second to his name. He's got a goal early on in the game from Brandon's pass, but he has been playing well, creating those chances. He also scored the previous year against this very opponent in a 2-0 victory for Sreenidi. But right now it's Rajasthan in attack.
Chunga plays it slightly back there at the moment to Raghav. Raghav sends it forward. Denzel onto the far right. Couple of step overs there. Does well to go past the defender and win a free kick. There was a bit of push there from Abhishek Ambekar. He was outdone at that point in time. Knew that he had to pull off something. A yellow card as well. Taking one for the team maybe. Isn't it, Bashwar?
two ways to see it. One is what you said, of course, taking one for the team. It's somewhat not necessary, I would say. He had still a lot of work to do after turning. A good bit of trick from Verito. Gets the better of Abhishek Ambekar with the step overs and then running forward. He had still to make a cross in. He was nowhere in a goal scoring position. So, well, given away a free kick as well as taking a yellow card. We'll find out if that's worthy enough.
If it is, that will be a blow to the hearts of Sreenidi Deccan. Chunga has the reputation of swinging those in. He's got a very good range. He's got some shooting chances. Let's see if he's got his scoring boots on at the moment. He'll take his time there. Off comes Chunga. A flatter one there. Danger still remains alive and Chunga on the ball. However, at the moment they have gone a bit too far away from that penalty box from the danger zone. And now Sreenidi Deccan trying to find a way forward. They have been slightly silent in the last few minutes, but it looks like, oh, in fact, it has been given away. And here comes Sreenidi Deccan with poor passing. I think a bit of exhaustion setting in, isn't it, Bashpur?
You rightly pointed out, even though these were the two substitutes combining, but as a team they look tired at the moment. They have made the changes rightly. They needed to make the changes in injecting fresh legs. But overall, they started the game on a very, very high pace. And maybe that is what set the expectations, set the bars high at the moment. Even a normal level of gameplay is looking very slow and tired. There is another change getting ready for Sreenidi, and it seems to be David Castaneda. We'll find out soon. But it is a free kick for Rajasthan.
A bit of game time there for David. And another chance for Rajasthan United. Raghav Gupta launches one into the box. And just in the nick of time, Sreenidi Deccan gets hold of it. Sissoko dropping back significantly there. Apologies, that was William actually. Gurmukh sends it forward. Again, not the best of clearances there. Hot on the heels of Rajasthan United, the Sreenidi Deccan attacking unit. They're not pressing that much anymore. They're allowing them to play those free passes in that own half, which has somewhat given the breathing space. But the defense still stays very much alert and vigilant, not really allowing the opposition to kind of take away the sheen from the dominant display that they have so far shown.
Chalunga plays it back to Abhishek Ambekar. William thought of releasing Rosenberg the first time. Wasn't to be. I'm not sure if Romavia will be sacrificed because he looks to be very, very drained out at the moment. And we'll find out because now is the time. It is William Oliveira, like for like. No hat-trick for him. Has been given the time enough to try and find one. But here is one man who has surely been their hope carrier. It is David Chuan Castaneda who comes on.
What you saw on the screen, that exactly isn't the case though. Faisal Chaiste has gone out a long time ago. It was David Castaneda Munoz who came out in place of William Oliveira. And just a bit of fresh legs, a bit of game time for David. But now, yes, that's the right confirmation. William goes out, David Castaneda comes in. Free kick, however, for Rajasthan United. Can they get a second goal here? That's the question. And if they do, what follows next? Takes it one on the ground. Raghav Gupta, a bit of dodge. Does well to keep it in play. Nam there setting up on the far left, looking for a bit of help. I reckon he's gone a bit too far at the moment. Constant resistance, and eventually resistance fizzles away. Throw in favor of the hosts at the moment.
That looked like a free kick, tell you what, but Ibrahim Sissoko is moving forward. He has David Castaneda in support. Rosenberg driving inside the box, just ahead of him. And that is where his induction is so necessary. And you want your key man to be in game time. One back by Rajasthan, but Romavia probably was wrong about him. He still has got enough energy. Here's David Castaneda. Important touch from Anand Shah. And that's how lethal this man is. We almost had forgotten the quality he has. The Colombian just reminding immediately.
He's an apex predator. He knows how to finish things off. One touch and that can be enough for him to rifle one into the back of the net. But Anand Shah, he deserves a lot of plaudits. He's come out in the second half and he's done a sensational job. Not much that he could have done in case of that fourth goal for Sreenidi Deccan. Floated into the box. It's an Olympico there. Would you believe it? I reckon there is a bit of a deflection along the way. But at the moment, it is B. Tulunga with the craziest of finishes. What a strike there. An absolute pearler.
A worldie there in the city of pearls. A pearl hidden in the form of Tulunga. He has come to this team for a reason. He has been brought in for a reason. Not really his first priority there up front attacking, but this one, look at that, curling in. We'll find if there was a touch. There was nothing on the way. Audacious, paying off, and some quality from not just Sreenidi, but this man who just came on, Tulunga, through everyone.
Crazy finish. Absolutely crazy. Possibly one of the best goals of the tournament. You would rarely see an Olympico in the Indian echelons. But if you haven't seen one, this is the clarion call. What a strike. An absolute sensation. Here comes Rajasthan United once again. However, Sissoko does well to snatch the ball back. And now, from the left again, Sreenidi Deccan taking their time. Gurmukh stationed out there, plays it to Elisabia. 5-1. Now that certainly is a job very well done. Ball possession 58 for Sreenidi Deccan, 42 for Rajasthan United. A bit of pressure being invited, but then it's taken care of. Another long ball, another on the ground for sure. Cutting back in. Now into that central channel. A lovely chip onto the far right. Sissoko does well to keep the control of the ball. Can be another goal scoring chance. Has been denied, however. A very emasculated effort after all that run in the mix.
6 goals in this contest, and now surely there's no chance back for Rajasthan United. But Tulunga, how about that? He'll be remembering that for the rest of his career, I'm sure. Richard Pakui running forward, enjoying some time up front. Do you see a 6th coming here, Rohit?
I won't be surprised, to be honest, if there is one. The kind of football that we have seen, despite the fact that they were reticent for somewhat of 20 minutes in that second half, allowed Rajasthan United to get that all-important goal as well. But if there is half a dozen that will be lined up today, I would say that will be a job very well done. Here comes Sreenidi Deccan once again. Short and crisp passes, and this time sent forward David Castaneda. Munoz, he can certainly be on the lookout. This can be a goal scoring chance. Shot comes in. Anand Shah throwing himself along to his right, denies Munoz. 27 shots. I don't remember any higher than this in this year's I-League.
Look at David Castaneda. Just the backing on himself, the confidence to back himself on those occasions. 7th corner. And Tulunga is walking to that again. And knock knock.
Another Olympico is what you're referring to. I don't know if you are. And if there is, I think the stands are going to be crazy. Oh my word. And it looks like it could have been half a dozen. So close yet so far. But the ball had the curve. The ball certainly had the curve, Bhashwar.
Oh wow, they're enjoying their time out here, Sreenidi Deccan. And they win another corner with the pressure from Sissoko. With David Castaneda, and the way he's performed so far since coming on, it almost looks like keep an ace in the bag, safe, and bring it on whenever you wish. Oh, how clever and smooth from Sissoko. Still on.
Sissoko against two of the defenders there. This time, however, throw-in will be going in favor of Rajasthan United. 5 minutes of additional time there. And are these 5 minutes the sign for possibly that sixth goal that Sreenidi Deccan will be looking forward to? This time, however, the free kick will be in favor of Rajasthan United. Quickly taken. They would want a second goal here, not because that's going to change the entire game on its head, but only because it can give them a bit of confidence going forward at least. Here comes Sissoko once again. Lovely bit of cut back in. A through ball attempted. David Castaneda Munoz. Look at that run there, off the board run. Oh my word, that's art for you.
There's an artist on pitch. There's more than one, I would say. Here's Sissoko. 5 more minutes of entertainment for the viewers here. Even if you are a neutral, unless you're a Rajasthan United supporter, you would surely be enjoying the scenes. Rajasthan had done a 5-1 against Neroka. They are facing the heat from Sreenidi here. They have got 6 wins in the season. They'll have 2 more matches remaining after this. Sreenidi, of course, they will keep the contest alive at top. They have 3 matches after this, 3 tough matches, but they'll be looking to come back. Here's Roma Villa. He's free on goal. Can he get a brace eventually? Appreciation is the only thing we can do from here. He's finally, after all attempts, got his second, and that was coming from the very moment he got his first.
The crowd loves it. The dugout loves it. Half a dozen goals. And that too under the pump. With the chance of closing the gap between the table toppers and themselves, Sreenidi Deccan has carved a statement. A statement made in gold. Smoked that one, no chance for Anand Shah. Romavia, what a game he's had as well. Absolutely brilliant. And Sreenidi Deccan, an unstoppable force, a heart in the fortress of Hyderabad. And as you said before, the city of pearls had a pearl hidden. Believe me, it's a cluster of pearls. It's just that we are spotting them right now. What a display has this been. What an incredible showdown has this been. And the more we say, I think it would still fall short of the appropriate praise, the appropriate plaudits that should be given to the Deccan Warriors.
Lovely flick from Sissoko. And Roma Villa, he's tired, but oh, again, Sissoko is just running the show here.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I talked about the Selekau magic early on in the game. Did I invoke the Selekau spirit in the Sreenidi Deccan side as well? They're playing such incredible football. The touches, picture perfect, almost feathered altogether. What a display has this been from the Warriors. And now Sreenidi Deccan has another chance. Still 1.5 minutes remaining. Is there a 7th in the making as well? If there is, we won't be surprised for sure. Here comes Sreenidi Deccan.
Well, just a reminder on that note, we were discussing at the start of the match, if Sreenidi Deccan slip. And that if has been washed away very well.
Bashwar, truth be told, I am not using the word if, at least in the next 3 matches from here on. I think I have made a grave error. 6-1. A statement for us as well in the commentary box.
But at the same time, have to hold on their nerves, hold on their composure, do this for 3 more games and hope for a slip from Mohammedan.
Here comes Sreenidi Deccan, another lovely cut back. David Castaneda denied. Again, a shy at glory and a shy not taken. Offside. Rajasthan United, nothing has gone their way, nothing. I mean, they've tried hard, yes. That's a 3rd offside, which has gone against them. Ali Sabia. Back to the central channel again. Taking their time, bit of twist and turn. Final few seconds remaining, and I think Sreenidi Deccan is finally done. Are they? Doesn't look like. They want another. And here they come, tiptoeing their way into the opposition half, but this time they have been stalled in their tracks as Rajasthan United, looking up to the heavens, keeps on imploring God to let go of the final whistle. Keep them out of the misery. Enough.
Surajit, the last few seconds remaining on this game. And the Deccan Arena has witnessed something extraordinary here in match number 142. Sreenidi's 21st match of the season. And their 49th goal scored. 1 away from a half century here.
Yash on the ball. Now Negi. Denzel. Denzel trying to get past his marker. Looks like he's conceded possession. Is this the last throw of the dice? A lovely setup there. David Castaneda, Munoz. What a lovely ball. Rosenberg denied once again. That's the 3rd time he was on target. And somehow Anand Shah keeps him away. But at the expense of another Olympic, or maybe.
Oh well. But there is no time for such goals to be seen here today. But they'll keep it in store for further contests in the I-League. And Sreenidi Deccan have made a statement here that they are not done yet. This is far from over. And this will move till the final day drama. And Mohammedan Sporting have sure watched this. And they will have to keep their heads calm and do their job right for the next 2 matches. With Sreenidi Deccan, they have a belief going through them. They have a subtle confidence in the way they move around at the moment at the ending stages of the league. And they will feel they have a chance. 6-1 at full time. There's the stats. 59% possession for Sreenidi Deccan. 30 shots, of which 17 on target, while just 11 from Rajasthan. 11 is not a number which can be called as just, but comparatively yes, and just 3 on target. 8 corners to 1 in favor of Sreenidi.
That's what domination looks like. Now let's take a look at those 30 shots. Rilwan Hassan with 7, Roma Villa with 7, Gabriel with 4, William with 4, David Castaneda came on at the 88th minute, took 3 shots in 10 minutes. Tulunga, one of them was the Olympico, and 2. And 11 shots from Rajasthan United. Denzel with 4 of them, Chunga with 3 of them, Naoba got that all-important goal there, and then Raghav, Yash and Zoma, 1 shot apiece. Fouls were made, yes, but again, not entirely physical game. 11 fouls from Sreenidi Deccan, Abhishek Ambekar, Tulunga, Bagui, Castaneda, Hassan and Jagdeep with 1 foul each. I think that's not all of them. Of course, it's just 6 fouls committed. There were other fouls as well, but at the moment they were the ones which were critical to the context of the game. 3 fouls, Negi, in fact 5 fouls, Negi with 3 of them. Verito had a questionable game but had lots of talents for sure. Zoma with 1, Verito with 1 foul apiece. And just to give you all a reminder, this is how it looks like at the moment. Sreenidi Deccan actually is in the second position. They have already got 43 points, so they are not in the third. And Mohammedan Sporting on 49. So if Sreenidi wins the next match, they will move on to 46. Still 3 points adrift of Mohammedan Sporting on same terms. This year's I-League is certainly going down the wire. So stay tuned, everyone. But before we call it a day today, let's quickly show you the madness ahead of us.
Well, and these are the chances in the second half coming from Wilman Hassan. It was hitting the crossbar, just couldn't tip enough. He was trying and eventually got his goal from this set piece to make it 4-0. And this was the moment when it all started again in the second half. And there was a goal from Rajasthan United in the mix as well. Chances after chances kept coming, but credits to Anand Shah, the number of saves he has made even after conceding so many. A commendable job here. And then this was the moment when Rajasthan saw a little spark. Now Bamite through the defense, even after pulls and shrugs, couldn't be stopped to get his goal. And he got Rajasthan a bit of hope, making it 4-1.
A lion's heart there from Noba Matei. Despite his team trailing, yet the way he went at the opposition, that was absolutely sensational. Deserves all the plaudits. But that was the solitary beacon of hope that Rajasthan United could have had before this happened. Well, in fact, that was still that goal once again.
Well, all the angles covered for you on those replays, but here was the moment, the worldie, Rohit.
Yeah, absolutely. An Olympico never gets old. Everybody stood as a mere spectator. Anand Shah had no clue. Defenders had no clue. David Castaneda had a bit of hint, and David Castaneda said, "This goal belongs to you. I'll let that slide in." Look at how Eli Sabia and David Castaneda just manned out in case if there was a rebound coming off.
Talk about man marking. Who is marking the ball here? Everyone watching it just sail past into the net. And there was more to come. The combination play remained beautiful till the very end. Roma Villa getting another one to his name. His second of the afternoon, the evening rather, as the game ends.
Well, again, Roma Villa, he's had a brilliant game. And I think Rosenberg Gabriel also could have scored a brace easily had he not missed out a couple of easy chances in the dying embers. Once again, a look at that goal from Roma Villa, the second one, which was equally brilliant like the one in that first half, the one that was the second of the evening for Sreenidi Deccan. Well, that is all from today's fixture. The league stays alive, and so does Sreenidi Deccan. 6-1 is the final scoreline. William with a brace, Roma Villa with a brace, Hassan and Tulunga with 1 goal apiece. And this will be your commentators Rohit and Bhashwar signing off. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We see you once again shortly.